Hey guys, continuing the saga of the insane death fan, A.K.A. the Gold Line Palisades. Andy and I have reversed one set of blades, so that now in this test, both fans will be blowing the same direction with the blades positioned appropriately for blowing that direction, which will be blowing at Andy. You see him over there, and so we'll see if he can remain upright when they're both on high. Let's start out with 10 microfarads. Okay. Just gradually working my way up to 15. We essentially do this in increments of 5. This is 15. So how tall is your ceiling, Andy, in your place? Is it taller than mine?
Yes.
Oh, that's an interesting thought there about it being taller than mine. I don't know if you can see where I'm going with this.
I think it took, was it a 12-foot ladder to get that whisper wind up there? And
That's true.
We were still reaching pretty.
That's true. It did take a taller ladder than it took for my place. That's 15.69 amps.
I'm already feeling a breeze over here.
You should be. I have gradually worked my way to 10 microfarads. No, 20, excuse me. I forget that we were starting at 10, which is 0.9 amps. I'm really in love with my decade capacitor testing rig over here. I think it's been a great, it's been very useful in testing. And it's very straightforward, and it's worked well.
Yeah, that way you don't have to keep changing out the control just to get different capacitor combinations.
And I can easily determine what type of control I would want to use if I were to install something like this. So we're at 25 and 1.07. $30, 1.22. $35, 1.3. 40, 1.4. It's really not much of a change, but I bet you when we go to high, 1.85. Dropping though, 1.81.
Oh man. The blender fan is going.
It's going, but it's going the opposite direction that it was going the last time. It's spinning counterclockwise last time. Let's see here. Yeah, I got a pretty good breeze from this one just being right here. And let's see how it does out here.
Oh, now you really got to watch yourself because it's oscillating a little bit from
Yeah,
the
it could nail me.
forces. Yeah.
We should figure out how to put the entire thing on some sort of motor so it spins.
Yeah, it's just like the actual Palisades. I was.
Yeah, we're gonna
saying
make that
it would be
Envirofan.
fun to see it do that.
I can't tell if it's more air this way than when it was when they were both going forward. It's definitely a lot of air this way. I just can't tell if it's more. It's thoroughly insane though. This is I compared it yesterday to when I had the roto beam up here. And you got a nice wind tunnel throughout the entire attic here. I almost think I still feel more from it when we had
Had them both going the normal way?
yeah,
Both blades
in the normal position. But that's again probably because we got that wall right there.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I'm not noticing too much of a difference. If anything, it was more the first time.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready and I'll spin it down.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay, well, unless you have a different idea, I think the next step is to reverse the blades on the other one, yes?
Sounds good to me.
Unless there's some other combination you want to try first. To me, that's the only remaining combination that I think is worthy of a try. But maybe I'm not thinking of something. Because then we can have both of them pointing inward.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There had to be some way to get mutual rotation and air inward.
Yeah,
So.
The only way to do that is if we were to bend one set of blade brackets to be pitched the opposite way, which is very hard to do with these thick stamped steel blade brackets. And to my knowledge, there was never an industrial fan that has counterclockwise pitched blade brackets. At least not that I've ever seen.
And this other one, with the noisy bearings, as you pointed out in your video yesterday, is still going.
Yeah.
It's the last to start, but also the last to stop.
I think the last to start had something to do with the fact that one of them was in reverse and one of them was not in reverse, and because then it's a different coil. Hey guys, I think this is the final installment in the Palisade Gold Line Death Fan video. Unless we have further ideas of means to test it. We have swapped both sets of blades around so they both blow in towards each other. We have reversed both motors so they blow in towards each other. So it will now perform wind-wise like an actual Palisades. The difference being that an actual Palisades has one set of blades reverse pitched, so they both turn in the same direction. We don't have that here. But let's give it a try, and let's see how it, 10 microfarads does something when they're both reversed. I was worried it would look weird like this, but I actually think it looks kind of cool. But while they're still going slow enough to take a good look at the blades, I'm going to move around a little bit. Well, I definitely feel air in between it, so I think the method is working thus far. Yeah, I don't think it looks half bad this way. What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, I like it.
I don't think it looks... I just thought it would look weird with the tips curved out, but it doesn't appear to. This one started sooner, but then that one's now going faster. I wonder if the capacitors in them aren't exactly the same value.
That would stand to reason.
We're at 20 now. 30. Okay, well, this definitely works. You come stand in here and you'll see what I mean. Blender fan is moving, interestingly enough. There, take a turn in there.
Oh, yeah. It's doing some air movement right there.
Yeah. Yeah. How I feel about it. Come down here. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you sit. If you're, you know, it's very much air. So this probably would be very effective on a high ceiling. And even because the blades are curved, it blows outwards, even right here. Like even if you're standing right in line with it, it's still. But then of course you go on either side, and it's almost just nothing. Well, it's not nothing. You can tell there's a ton of air moving. Look at the light. That one too.
All right, go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2. Just for the sake of curiosity, I want to reverse both motors and just see what it does. Right here, actually, is a pretty good amount of air movement.
Oh, it's
In
really
between them is an
gyrating back and forth now.
Yeah, it's quite back and forth.
It's oscillating.
Maybe I should stop it before it attacks the lights. There's no... The only place I really get air movement from is right alongside the blade. Like, literally right parallel with it. Everywhere else... It just feels like air moving, but not a breeze. Anything else you want to try with this before we take it apart?
I'm good.
I can't think of anything else. And as much as I'd like to leave it together forever, it is taking up quite a bit of space. And there's no way I can just lift it off the J-hook and set it on the ground.
No.
Without removing the blades. Well, it was a fun experiment, and